Jae Edwards, Spry Training. I'm here today at Kingston Polo Club to do a strength and conditioning session with a few guys here. Going to assess their goad first, have a look at their muscle activation, look at any possible muscle fiber issues they have, and go into how they can do muscle corrective therapy. Also look into how they can strengthen their particularly pectorals, pec minor, pec major, also their deltoids, anterior and posterior, depending on the swing that they use. Towards me, so if you stand naturally how you stand, walk towards me, I'll just assess you, and then I'll do the same with you. Okay? So if you walk towards me, okay, so initially from when you took off, your shoulder, this deltoid is slightly dropped to this side. Yeah, so we knew you already have a muscular imbalance there. You said you had some injuries around there and stuff like that as well. So in terms of preparing for polo, do you normally do stretches or do you do rotator exercises and stuff like that? Not very often. No? Okay, we'll leave it at that. Let's have a look at you. You just walk normally, just normal, towards me. That's it. Okay. His posture is a lot more straight than the other gentleman. However, there isn't any major muscle imbalances that I can see. Obviously, he takes very good care of himself. Have you ever had any shoulder injuries or any nasty falls?
Oh well, yeah, I had some falls, but luckily I got through without much.
Yeah, much corrective therapy. Yeah, much corrective therapy.
Yeah.
So okay.
A couple of times I've like riding muscle and one time the wrist.
One time the wrist, but nothing. You've never fallen off collarbone or anything like that.
No.
Okay. Alright guys, I'm gonna first, because of your age, I'm not going to suggest too much resistance exercises that will aid you to develop your muscles in order to be stronger, in order to perform better. But with you, I will probably suggest more resistance stuff. Okay, the first thing is the rotator cuff. It connects almost the arm to the whole of the core. So literally to mobilize that and to get that in an active sense, if you do exercises like this, literally looks a bit silly, but it gets the sort of rotator cuff going. Yeah, so doing stuff like that and coming around like this as well. So in terms of what I offer, in terms of strength and conditioning, is to develop muscle tissue in order for you to perform better, be stronger in anything. So it's called muscle efficiency. So for example, if you were to take a swing now, how much energy you expended taking that swing could be decreased if you increase muscle. Okay, so ways of increasing muscle. I've got a resistance band here, I've got two resistance bands here, and I should demonstrate to you how you can use it. So first of all, for the least resistance possible.
I actually have one.
You have one?
I use it.
You use it?
I would like to know.
Do you use it on the do you use it on the shoulders?
Well, I do like this.
Yeah.
And then this.
Okay.
And then.
You do that one as well?
And then there's one that you
Yes. Yes. And do you do double or single arm?
No, only one arm.
One arm at a time.
Yeah, this one I do the two at the same time.
Yeah.
I haven't done it in a while, but I do have it.
Yeah. Okay. So, but do you ever increase resistance by going out more or coming in less?
Not really. I kind of keep it one way. Yeah.
One way.
Yeah.
Okay. For example, if you're doing a shoulder press, you come in this way.
Yeah.
Yep. You come straight up.
Okay.
If you do, in order to develop muscle tissue, 8 to 12 repetitions is ideal.
Okay.
A very slow time on the tension.
Okay.
However, for you guys, it's more strength rather than building muscle.
Yes.
So you're going to be more explosive and less repetitions. So 5 repetitions would be adequate for someone of your sorts.
Okay.
So increasing the resistance drastically, you would step out wider.
Okay.
Yeah. More explosive rather than commonly having least resistance, having really good time on the tension and going really slow. That's not ideally what you need. You need to go for the first.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's to be more explosive, to increase strength.
Okay.
So if you already do that, if you want to come forward and try it as well. So if you try this one might be a bit heavy. Want to try it? Yeah. Yeah? Okay. Yeah? That's a bit too heavy. Alright, we'll try it with one dumbbell, a single arm dumbbell. If you take one single arm dumbbell, leg shoulder width apart, turn to this side and just come straight up, like that. this one is not that high, not that heavy. So if you try that one. Yeah, that's it, under control. There you go. What that is doing, that's working your anterior and posterior deltoid, your shoulder muscle. It's making it stronger. So by doing that, you will increase your performance, yeah?
Yeah.
So, generally speaking, press-ups as well, in order to increase the resistance, you say you already do press-ups at home.
Yeah.
This band will help you to increase resistance. So literally, if you drop it around your back, I'll demonstrate to you.
Yeah.
You go a bit wide, you come down, you go wider. When you come up, resistance is added on the top half of the exercise.
Okay.
You want to give that one a try?
I try.
And you go wide in your arms as possible. You keep your spinal alignment, so head into line, that's it. And if you go a bit wider, you will increase the resistance on the band.
Okay.
Spread the arms out a bit wider. That's it. Push them out a bit more. There we go. Alright. Okay.
Right, these ones I normally do like 3 or 15 or 4 or 15.
Yeah? 4 or 15, 3 or 15.
3 or 15.
Okay. So, but
without this, huh?
without the band. So, but ideally, what you want to do, going up to 15 repetitions is going to something called hypertrophy, where you're building muscle. Well, 8 to 12 repetitions is.
Okay.
But because of what you're doing, you want to be more explosive. These swings.
Okay.
So going 1 to 5 reps is ideal with heavy resistance. So up in the resistance, you've got one of these bands at home, spreading it a bit wider. So if you try that one where you spread it a bit wider. Yeah, and then go straight up. Okay, then go straight up. This way. Yeah, you turn it around now and go straight up. Okay, so try one leg, come back in.
I'm not that strong.
Yeah?
I'm not strong.
Okay, alright, let's go.
Right.
Push it up, straight up. Alright, there we go. Okay, but over time you'll get stronger.
Yeah.
If you in terms of now corrective muscular exercises which you can do, because you've spent so long doing this movement, coming from here, swinging down, there isn't actually quite a lot of strength involved in that, because it's a swing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So going corrective from coming down this way all the time, perhaps going swimming and doing backstrokes. Yeah, that's going in a total opposite way of what you're actually used to doing all the time. So it's correcting that muscle. Yeah, it's trying to disregard any imbalances in the muscle. You're quite your posture is great. I can't see anything wrong with your posture in comparison to his, where he's already had an injury in that respect. So yeah, your posture is fine, but in terms of developing strength, that's what you can do, and
explosion,
and explosion. So
running or swimming, or
so running,
whatever
swimming,
you do, cardiovascular, do
So the explosive nature, because the running consistently for a couple of hours or an hour or so is good. Don't get me wrong, but the most effective weight loss running is sprints. It's proven to be better and more effective than running.
Okay, so maybe I can do that till I lose what I want.
And then you assess it from there. And try and, well, you don't really need to worry about your diet, because he seems to be in good shape. But
I can eat better.
Yeah?
That's chocolate.
Yeah, that's chocolate. Well, yeah, well, there you go. So you've got that one. So you got that exercise that you can do. So for the strengthening and the deltoids, so as I said, the major muscles that we're utilizing in this one is the deltoids. So the deltoids, this one is one you can do. So straight up, straight up like this way, or you can come out front. You can do one at a time, because this is a bit strong. So if you come out, basically moving up and down is decreasing or increasing resistance. So move down slightly, come down, come up like this.
Okay.
Yeah. And then this one you already spoke to me about, where you come out sideways. So front ways, sideways. Another one you can do for back, for your shoulders or deltoids, is coming down like this. So perhaps you don't have one of these, but this is where you can increase resistance. You start here and you come down there.
Okay.
From back, you apply the pressure down, and that develops the rear of the deltoids. Yeah? And then obviously moving in this direction as well, you engage your pectoral muscle, so your chest. You've got pec minor coming down this way, and you've got pec major going across. So doing press ups, as I demonstrated before, resistance.
Yeah.
If you can get in the gym, doing bench press, stuff like that, it's not necessary for polo players, but it can help you to excel the performance.
Okay, alright.
But in terms of questions, like last thing I'd like to say to you is art. So it's called active release technique. Your wife can do this for you.
Okay.
Is massaging certain muscles after exercise.
Okay.
This
she
will,
did that. She was
what this will do, definitely you need to do that. And then, because every time you play, you move, the muscle tears.
Okay.
This happens in any exercise. Muscle tears happens, and what needs to happen when muscle tears happen? Scar tissue gets built up to heal that muscle. If scar tissue gets built up, you need to get it out. So it's like little micro tears in the tissue. If you get massage, it pushes it out, and that will prevent any greater injuries from coming on. It's called active release technique. So
alright.
yeah, so that kind of stuff. Any questions you got, guys?
No, well, that's what
Reference to-
she has a question.
Yeah. Go on.
When you talk about the scar tissue of the muscle and everything, that's whey protein. Use it for that as well.
Okay.
It's to fix and not to make the muscle break. Is it related on that?
Well, in terms of supplementation, proteins and amino acid. Proteins will help muscle recovery in terms of the muscle recovering from the exercise you've done. So in terms of scar tissue, protein won't necessarily help the scar tissue. That has to be forced out of the muscle. But protein will help with the repair.
Yes.
So the repair. So when the muscle is broken down, it will help repair it. Yes, it will. So whey protein is good, but I always campaign for people to have whole foods. So having stuff high in protein, such as eggs, chicken, red meats, fish. But whey protein, if you're having meals and you're not having enough protein in your diet to help you achieve your goals, you can supplement it with whey protein. But yeah, that's not a problem.
Who's bad?